Health symptoms can be hard to figure out on your own, yet doctors often don't know the answers either. So here's 3 things that you should know to get answers to your health questions. Hi, I'm Averil. I'm a medical writer who works with health experts to create evidence-based screening and treatment guidelines. I'm also a social work therapist, and I've spent many years helping people find the support that they need. Today we're talking about how to navigate healthcare so you know which healthcare professionals to go to, types of treatments to look for, and that big question, when and how to look up your own symptoms. You need to go to the right healthcare provider for your specific concerns. Not only are there healthcare providers that deal with physical health versus mental health, but within each of those, there is a number of different professions that all specialize in different things. As a broad overview, we have doctors, talking about general practitioners here, family doctors, the kind of person that you go to see in the community at a clinic if you have a cold or general complaint. Nurses. There's also nurse practitioners who are a great go-between and can do a lot of prescribing, at least here in Canada. Other physical health professionals include massage therapists, physiotherapists, occupational therapists, dietitians, naturopaths, osteopaths. The list goes on. What you need to know here is each of them specialize in a slightly different thing, and matching your symptoms to the right professional is going to get you closer to the answers that you need.
I've struggled with my skin for most of my life, and so I finally decided to get to the bottom of it and went to my family doctor, and they gave me a referral to a dermatologist. But the dermatologist was going to put me on Accutane, which is actually really hard on your liver, so I quit drinking alcohol, and before I got to go on the Accutane, my skin started to clear up and my gut health started to get better. I realized that it must be something internal, not something happening on the outside of my body, and I decided to go to the naturopath instead. The naturopath was able to confirm that there were certain things causing inflammation throughout my whole body, and I was able to get a more holistic treatment plan that helped to address not only my skin, but my gut health. It was really important for me and healing my skin to go to the right health professional.
Pharmacists are another underutilized healthcare professional. Yes, they can dispense medications, but there's a lot of other things they can do too, such as reviewing medications and making recommended adjustments. They can actually write prescriptions for minor conditions like smoking cessation, allergies, cold sores. They provide vaccinations or injectable medications, and they can provide travel health advice. In addition to physical health, there's also mental health professionals, like myself. I'm a social work therapist. There's also psychologists, psychiatrists, yes, they're different, counselors. These are healthcare professionals that I work with here in Canada, but I'm sure I've missed some. So comment down below if I've missed your profession or somebody else that you like to work with. What types of solutions or treatments are you looking for? And are they the best option for your condition or symptoms? 3 types of solutions or treatments that you might come across oftentimes are medications, behavioral or lifestyle interventions, and procedures. Medications and supplements are probably the thing we think about first when we're looking for a solution. It is that magic pill that we're hoping for, just need to take once a day for 2 weeks and all of our problems go away. Unsurprisingly, there's also behavioral and lifestyle changes. This can be things like reducing salt in your diet to improve your blood pressure, exercising more, or it can also be skills for your mental health, like cognitive behavioral practice. And finally, procedures might include things like skin treatments. It can also go as far as surgeries. You need to know when to look up your own symptoms and how. I know that none of us are supposed to be self-diagnosing, but has anyone here not looked up their symptoms before? Looking up health information can be helpful, but it's important to do it wisely so that you get the right kind of answers and don't get stuck on anxiety. So when is it helpful to look things up on your own? Number 1, it can be helpful to know if you actually need a healthcare provider, or perhaps a second opinion. Some issues can be managed at home, while others require medical care. Number 2, it can help you understand and give words to what you're experiencing so that you can explain it more accurately to your healthcare provider. Number 3, so you know what to expect. This can help reduce nerves and understand standard treatment guidelines. Understanding standard treatment guidelines can be really helpful to reduce stress during medical appointments and follow along so that you know what's happening. There's so much more to say on how to talk to medical professionals and advocate for yourself. So if that's the kind of thing that you'd like to see a whole video on, let me know down below. Okay, so how do we do this without falling down the rabbit hole of the internet? First and foremost, make sure your sources are not alarmist. I don't know about you, but I've Googled my symptoms before and it says that I either have cancer, I'm dying, or I probably need to drink some water. Reputable health sources can include health authority websites, academic institutions, and medical associations. If you find an article, a reel, or information on the internet, try to check the sources. It can be really helpful to have information translated for us, but we need to make sure that the information that's being translated is actually accurate and useful. Not a lot of people know this, but there's actually standard treatment guidelines for most common health conditions. While they're written for healthcare professionals, most of them are available online, and you can look them up to see what the most effective treatment or best practices are, or maybe what your options are for that particular condition. This is what I do as a medical writer, working with health experts and the best and most recent research evidence available to inform what kind of treatments people need. Just remember, you're not expected to diagnose yourself. This is just a starting point, and the goal is to be informed enough to ask good questions. This is not intended to replace medical professional advice. If you found this video useful, you may also be interested in this other video about how to find a therapist. To hear more information like this, consider subscribing.